Good morning, and welcome to Off the Shelf on My 96.7, sponsored by Helpline of Delaware and Morrow Counties. Help starts here. Here are your hosts, Nicole Fowles and Molly Meyers-LaBadie.
Good morning, Delaware. Hey, I'm back.
Lotto.
Ciao, buongiorno. Buongiorno.
Pizza.
Yes. I don't know. I can't.
Clearly, I did not go with her.
I had Italian phrases with me for the 2 weeks that I was there, and now they are all gone.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was really quick.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's something to be said about like immersive language learning, and
yes.
then when you're not in it anymore. Like, ciao.
Ciao.
But ciao does work both ways. Hello and goodbye.
Oh, that's nice.
It is like aloha. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's very informal, though. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, ciao cafe means a lot more to me.
Exactly.
That's lovely.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't have doesn't aloha also have the I love you? It has
I
like
think
a whole bunch of other meanings. So it doesn't go that far. Don't get crazy. Well, welcome. You are listening to Off the Shelf. I am Nicole Fowles. That is Molly Meyers-LaBadie. We have Mark on the board with us this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Ciao.
Ciao. And with us in the studio this morning, our guest is Warren Hyer, Executive Director of the Central Ohio Symphony. Good morning, Warren.
Good morning, everyone.
We have Warren here because there is a whole lot happening with the Central Ohio Symphony this summer. We've got 4th of July concert coming up. We've got the next season coming up, but we also have a very special, Warren, you're almost off to your next chapter of retirement.
Well, that's good when this is the library program.
Exactly. And we know that there are a lot of books in your house because we know you and your wife are both avid readers. So
I think half the library is in our house.
Yeah, exactly. So
I wondered where it went.
Yep.
We're very happy to have you on the program this morning to talk about all the fun things coming up between the symphony and the library. But first, we're going to talk books.
Books?
I'm not going to talk about a book, but maybe you're going to talk about a book.
I have a book. So today, after this radio show, get to go on a short little vacation down to the Hocking Hills to celebrate my Aunt Marilyn's 90th birthday.
Wow, congratulations, Aunt Marilyn.
I am really excited about this. We're going to have a lot of family in, but this morning I just couldn't get excited about any of the books I had finished to talk about. And I was like, you know what I haven't brought in for a while? My Oddities books.
Yay.
And we're going to one of my favorite places to find oddities, which is the Hocking Hills. You can get the Pencil Sharpener Museum.
Ooh.
You can go to the Washboard Factory. There's a 70s museum down there that I never hit the right time for.
Oh, yeah.
And then just the beauty of Old Man's Cave, Rock Bridge, everything going on. So I brought in a few of my favorite books for people like me who we can't always get those big, long trips. So these have been my guides for years. The first one is the one that started my insane travels around Ohio, which is Ohio Oddities by Neil Zurcher. It's a guide to the curious attractions of the Buckeye State. Now, I love to say you can get this on Libby, you can get this one on Hoopla, and you can get a real copy. You can't have my copy, though.
No, it has many pages. Hanging out of it.
Handouts, sticky notes, and I've written in the dates that Lloyd and I have visited all these different places. It gets you everywhere from around Central Ohio to the Monet Garden to Lima to see the collection of swallowed objects. You can go up north. There's a cat museum, which, yes, I have not been to, but is one of my next goals.
Yes.
There's also a troll museum near it, so I'm going to have to hit both of those.
Amazing.
Troll dolls.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Like, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, so the actual, like the
museum is troll dolls.
Troll dolls? Okay, yeah.
Cincinnati has a waving cat museum. I've just got to set up an appointment to go into that one. But if you haven't been to their neon sign museum, you are missing out. Then I've got this one is the only one I couldn't find on any of the things, so I'm going to work on it.
Okay.
The 100 Things to Do in Columbus Before You Die. Again, I'm going to write all over this one, but it's all the fun things you can do, like build something at Legoland Discovery Center, marvel at the butter sculpture at the State Fair, which if you have not, get to the State Fair this year. Play in the Columbus Commons. Get charged by an electric static generator at COSI. There's so many things we can do. Then you've got the Ohio Bucket List by Michael Crisp. This one is one of my all-time favorites. I actually have it signed by the author. And it's all the amazing things, once again, that you can find when you're out and about in Ohio. And finally,
The
but
one
not
I'm
to be
most
forgotten, the
interested
one
in.
you're most interested in is the 50 must-try craft beers in Ohio.
I probably tried them.
And if you don't know, Ohio has some of the most superb beers, I think, in the nation. I do love a few Michigan. I got a couple West Virginia I love, but my heart really does lie with a lot of Ohio beers. So get out there. There's how many in Delaware County alone?
Right.
We have so many great breweries. Get out there, try some of these, enjoy yourself, travel around the state, and taste the best there is.
There's lots to see and do, and because my children are giving me the hardest time about abandoning them for 2 weeks to go to Italy.
Abandoned
Yeah,
them.
I know. They'll never forgive
with your
me.
loving parents who thoroughly love them.
I know. My parents
Yeah.
did a great job. Thank you, Mom and Dad. We could not have done it without you, quite literally. But my kids are like, well, what are we gonna do? And so we're trying to plan little day trips all around Ohio. So
I'll lend you a couple books.
that would be wonderful. Yeah. So we have an auntie in Brecksville. We have a cousin
Maybe
in
not the beer
Cincinnati. You know, not the beer. Well,
Not the beer
Mom
one.
and Dad-
Not the
some
beer
of those, one of the ones that are listed in that thing, they have great outside,
They
hangout
do.
areas. Especially, Powell, Nocterra. They have a great outside hangout.
Oh, they do,
area.
and there's
So
plenty of room for kids to run and play while you just enjoy a
craft
cold
breweries
beer.
are very family friendly.
And Olentangy River Brewing has coffee too,
Yeah.
so sometimes you can get that atmosphere even if you're not drinking, and they have great local sodas as well.
Right. Well, thank you, Molly. Those are great recommendations. Again, if you missed them, they will be on the podcast when we put it on all the places that you get podcasts on Monday. So look out for that. Warren, you said when I reminded you yesterday that you would be on today, you said, well, I'll go home and read something tonight.
Right.
Did you actually read a book in a night?
Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Because I would have been really.
I brought one.
That's still great. What did you bring? What have you read once upon a time?
There's not a lot of time for reading right now.
Right, exactly. You're very
Right.
busy.
So I went back to the last thing I read. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay.
You have the luxury of doing
Yes.
that as
I do.
being a guest
Okay.
on this
We
program.
kind of run out.
Yeah.
And so being a percussionist, and that's one of my jobs, I guess. I picked up the book on the Rite of Spring.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, of course, Igor Stravinsky's world-changing piece of music. And so this is the guide to playing it as a percussionist.
Ooh.
So there's all the little tricks and everything in here, all of the little things that you need to know, and what mallets you use, and how you put the whole thing together as a percussion section. So that's what I chose to bring in. It's by a composer or a writer out of Washington D.C. Would you like a bit of trivia?
I would. I
Oh,
love trivia.
please.
You know,
One
we're
little bit of
library
trivia.
people.
Yes.
We love
The
trivia.
very last note of the piece, the string basses play 4 notes.
Okay.
And if you know anything about the Rite of Spring, it ends with a sacrifice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. And the last 4 notes in the bass section are D, E, A, D.
That is amazing.
But Stravinsky certainly wasn't speaking English whenever he put the piece together. Do you think that's intentional or just a fun coincidence?
I think it's probably intentional.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I
And
love
of course,
this.
this was premiered in France, so
Uh-huh.
it's kind of hard to figure out how it all fits together.
Right. Exactly.
I will say that I was in Cleveland about a month ago, and I've only heard the piece twice. Just by chance, it's both been with the Cleveland Orchestra,
Well, they're the best.
and in fact,
Next to the Central House.
Yes.
Yep, and then the last, and in fact, I was there for the dress rehearsal, but it's an amazing piece of music. It's kind of on the symphony's bucket list in the future, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Warren, you said bucket list. You were going to write my next book, and it's going to be the road trip guide to music in Ohio.
There we go.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think I need that. Notice I did not have a music themed one.
Okay, well, it's all in Delaware County.
I'm good with it. I'm good
You
with
don't go
it.
anywere other than Delaware County.
You just navigate me musically through the entire county.
Oh, I
Well,
love
you
that.
know, the
That's a great
library's got
idea.
its own program coming up.
We do.
Do. We'll
I
get
am
to
so
that
excited
in
to
the
hear.
second half. We're very excited to talk about those talented musicians. You would have thought that I would have been reading a lot with all of like the traveling and the trains.
No,
and
I
different
would
things
not
like
have.
that.
Sleeping, maybe.
I was not. Yeah, I was attempting to sleep. But the plane had 8 hours there. I slept 8 hours back. I watched movies. I finally watched one that has been on my list for quite
What
some time.
one?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And that is it's an award winner. I'm trying to see all the things. It's Academy Award winner and nominee. It
Came from a book, didn't it?
I should have looked that up, but I do not know, so I'll let you do that.
I'm
while
searching
I
right now.
Tell a little bit about it. Everything Everywhere All at Once. You can get it, first of all, on Canopy. So if you have a Delaware County District Library card, then you can download Canopy, and then you can watch it for free with 2 of your tickets. You get 22 or 24 tickets a month that you can watch lots of different things. It's a great movie. Some of the cast, Michelle Yeoh. There's lots of other great Asian American and Asian actors and actresses in it. The concept is we have a multiverse.
I love multiverses.
Yeah, we have Evelyn, and she is this flustered immigrant mother. She is running a laundromat, and she's in the process of being audited. Everything's kind of terrible. She has her judgy father who lives with them, and they're having a party that night to celebrate Chinese New Year. There's just too much is happening. Everything is happening, and
I feel that
it's kind of neat how they divide the movie up, because it's like part 1, everything, and then you go ahead and you see like all these things that are happening in her life. She goes to her audit appointment, and her husband kind of like turns into a version of her husband that's not her husband. He kind of like does a little like head tilt blip, and then all of a sudden he looks at her and he's like, you need to pay attention. When you get out of this elevator, you can either turn right and go to your audit appointment, or you can turn left and you can hide in the closet. And then I have things to tell you. And he's like, and don't talk to me about this afterward, because I'm not going to remember it. And then his head kind of blips and he goes back, and she looks at him and she's like, what? And he's like, what? And then she walks out of the elevator, and all of a sudden she's like, I'm not sure what's happening. So we realize that there's some multiverse jumping happening. And so her husband from another multiverse universe is coming in to tell her that she might be the chosen Evelyn out of all the universes in the world to save all the universes from this dreaded, person who is like set out to destroy all of them. Yes, it feels very Marvel-y. It feels very, all of the other things, but it's really, really wonderful. So the reason why it works, and here's what makes this such a great story. The reason why it works is because when we learn about Evelyn, we learn that she feels like she's a failure. She feels like she's failed at everything. She wanted to be a singer. You see her longingly look at the movie on the wall in her laundromat. She wanted to be a dancer. She wanted to be a taekwondo artist, a martial arts. She wanted to do all these things, and she has all these failed dreams. And when she's being audited, the woman who is auditing her is like, this isn't a business expense. You can't write off your karaoke machine as a business expense. And her husband, trying to be kind, says, oh, my wife has a lot of hobbies, and so the reason why why they think that she's the chosen one in the other universes to save them is because, in the multiverse, every time you have a choice to make to go this way or that, and you choose one or the other, in the theory, a new universe spins off with what if you took the opposite choice. And so because she has failed at so many things in her life, she has so many options to tap into other versions of herself in juxtaposing universes that can
this makes
help her.
Perfect sense.
It's amazing. Everything Everywhere All at Once. She learns all sorts of things about herself. She learns all sorts of things about the multiverse. And she may or may not save the world. So I highly recommend it. It is my brand of weird. Absolutely love it. It is super weird.
I like super weird.
I love super weird. It's probably R-rated, so don't watch it with your kids. But definitely watch it with your library card on Canopy.
And I was thinking of a totally opposite book, which is Little Fires Everywhere. For some reason, I put those two together.
Oh, no, just probably just the Asian culture is about the only thing
I think it was the everywhere.
Yeah.
It was the every in it.
So definitely recommend Everything Everywhere All at Once. With that, we're going to take a break, come back on the other half, talk with Warren Hyer about all things Central Ohio Symphony, and we'll just be filled with music knowledge. So stay tuned.
Helpline now provides 211 service to Delaware, Union, Morrow, Logan, Shelby, and Miami counties. 211 is convenient, simple to use, and accessible 24/7, 365. The service is free, confidential, and available in more than 180 languages. 211 is here to help everyone get connected to available resources for finding food, paying bills, and connecting to other essential services. In a crisis, in a disaster, in a pandemic, call 211 or text helpline to 898-211.
Does your driveway need help? Then call Asphalt Help. With over 30 years of experience resurfacing driveways, roads, and parking lots. Family owned with a reputation for delivering high quality at an affordable price. Whether it's residential or commercial, you can trust Asphalt Help to handle all your seal coating needs. With the #1 rubberized non-skid tough coating products. With precision and efficiency, Asphalt Help is a leader in seal coating, resurfacing, and road repair. Check us out at asphalthelpoh.com or call 614-547-9900 for a free estimate. Asphalt Help. Paving the way.
First Commonwealth Bank would like to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2024. All of your hard work has paid off, and it's time to go forth and pursue all your dreams. They trust that you'll succeed in your future endeavors, always bearing in mind that opportunities for growth and development happen both in and out of the classroom. If they can help you on your journey, please feel free to visit fcbanking.com for a description of their products and services. fcbanking.com. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC.
Isolation, detachment, loneliness, hopelessness, withdrawal, disengaged, homebound, depressed. We all know someone experiencing these symptoms. Unfortunately, our veterans suffer most often. Social isolation accelerates cognitive decline. That's not okay. I'm Scott Leonard, Deputy Director of the Delaware County Veteran Services. We are your local County Veteran Service Commission. We assist veterans and their dependents through hardship. If you are a veteran or a dependent of a veteran who lives in Delaware County, Ohio, we can help. And it's free. We have established programs that connect our veterans with partner military organizations. We work collectively to restore, invigorate, and revitalize our veterans back into social connections with people they feel comfortable with. If you are a veteran or the loved one of a veteran in Delaware County and need help overcoming isolation and detachment, let us make life a little easier. It's free. Located in the historic courthouse in downtown Delaware, or visit the Delaware County Veteran Services on the web.
Looking for a second opinion on an auto repair diagnosis or quote? Come visit Capwell's Automotive Professionals in Sunbury for a free second opinion. With 23 years experience, owner and master technician Ian Capwell has dedicated himself to automotive professionalism. Capwell's ASE certified technicians use their expertise and cutting-edge technology to get you back on the road safely and swiftly. Visit capwellsautomotive.com or stop by the shop at 3637 and South Galena Road in Sunbury. Capwell's Automotive Professionals, building trust one service at a time.
When it's after hours and your veterinarian isn't available, but your dog or cat has a minor injury or illness and needs care, who can you turn to? The Urgent Care Service at the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center in Dublin. Open evenings, weekends, and holidays with no appointment necessary. So if you're concerned that your pet's issues shouldn't wait until your family's vet is available, but it's not quite an emergency, visit Ohio State's Veterinary Urgent Care in Dublin, located at 5020 Bradenton Road near Tuttle Mall, or call 614-889-8070.
Scattered thunderstorms for today, about 84 for the high. Right now, drizzle and 73. Back to Off the Shelf with Nicole and Molly on My 96.7.
Welcome back. Thank you for listening. Couple quick announcements, housekeeping. We want to say happy Juneteenth. That will be next Wednesday.
Yes.
And so that all Delaware County District Library locations will be closed, as that is now a federal holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And this weekend, the Unity Community Center and the Delaware African American Heritage Council are going to be celebrating Juneteenth at Blue Limestone Park. And so we will have a tent there. So come by and see us, pick up some of our book lists. We'll have some sidewalk chalk for fun. So it'll be a great time. St. Mary's Festival is tonight. There's lots of fun things happening. We have Warren Hyer in the studio with us from the Central Ohio Symphony. Warren, do you have anybody playing from the symphony at the St. Mary's Festival? They've got lots of music.
No, we don't.
But I know that your musicians are all around this summer. And the first thing I want to talk about is we've got concerts happening at the library.
This is so exciting.
Right.
We've got 4 concerts happening at all 4 of our programming branches. That's Liberty, Delaware, Ostrander, and Orange. Yes. And we've got a concert at each one of those, mostly concert on the lawn, but I think at Liberty we're going to have some concert on the stairs, and our learning stairs there.
I'm so excited. That is what these were made to be used for.
That's Cap City Brass. Tell us about this group.
Well, in fact, that's one of the things I've always, when I first saw the library I said, we've got to do a concert here on the stairs.
Yes.
It was really
Yes.
great. Yeah, I'm kind of calling it the library tour, the
I love
library
it.
music tour for the summer.
Right.
Cap City Brass is are members of the orchestra and one or two others, quintet, and they do a lot of playing for us all around Delaware County and in Central Ohio. So 2 trumpets, trombone, tuba, and French horn. And they've done quite a few projects for you, including the Geek Fest.
Oh my gosh,
they were
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I didn't make it for the Geek Fest, but just to see the picture of them all dressed as Men in Black. was
Yes.
just-
Oh.
They were Blues Brothers.
Yes. Blues
Yeah, they
Brothers,
were
I'm
Blues
sorry.
Brothers,
Thank you.
and they opened with the Blues Brothers theme, which
Right.
was just perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're going to be all 4 libraries. Looking forward to having them there. I understand they're going to do quite a bit of different music, so you'll probably find music, movie music, and Broadway music, and probably lots of really interesting things. I haven't actually asked them for the program, except they did tell me there's going to be a quiz.
Oh,
We love
we
quizzes.
love
We've already talked about
quizzes.
this.
So I don't know if it's the same question every library, but hopefully it's a different question.
Right.
And then everybody
Yes.
will have to go at each library to
Exactly.
answer the different quiz.
The first one is coming up Thursday, June 20th. That'll be 3:30 at the Liberty Branch Library. That one is on the stairs. Check out our calendar, delawarelibrary.org/events. You'll see all of the other events that are coming, but they're really all over the place. We've got,
Yes.
Friday, June 21st at 1 at Ostrander, Thursday, June 27th at 1 at Delaware, Monday, July 1st at 4 in the Orange Library. So middle of the day, late
Yes.
afternoon, it's one of those times where we definitely say, like, it's not a quiet library.
No,
we're
no,
not a
not at
shushing
all.
library anymore.
And this is a
we're gonna get loud.
program for all ages. So
Right.
if it's loud, just come on and join the fun.
Right.
Because little ones to, 99 and plus can enjoy the symphony. This
Right.
is just a fun ride.
Yeah, and you can come in for as much of it as you want,
Right.
and then leave. It's that won't be a problem for them
Yeah.
at all.
Bring a blanket, bring a lawn chair, bring a snack. I will say this program is sponsored by our friends of the Delaware County District Library. They
Yes.
provided us a $20,000 gift at the beginning of the summer.
We love
which
our
covered
friends.
all of our prized books for our youth who are participating in Summer Reading Club, and also about 3 different programs that are going to all of our programming libraries this summer, and this is one of them.
Right. Well, and the relationship with the library for us is really important. We have the Culture Pass.
Yes.
Yes.
That we do for young people under 18 years old, where they can come and show their library card, and they can get into our concerts for free.
Yeah.
And they can bring a parent, guardian,
Right.
grandma,
Yeah.
whatever.
Whoever their
for-
grown-up is.
At
Yeah.
half price. And we have seen a remarkable number of youth coming through, and they line up in the lobby, and it's just great to
Yeah.
see. And we've had guest artists who say, boy, where are you getting all the youth from?
Yeah, the library.
The library.
Yeah. It's really wonderful. It's a great thing for parents too, because I know that my kids can't necessarily sit still through maybe an hour long piece. But if I feel like, okay, well, at least I have a free ticket. They had a free ticket, and I had a half off my ticket. Then I don't feel like it was such a waste of my time. Like, I shelled out all this money to not
Right.
be able to really enjoy anything.
But the youth really are into it. I mean, they often
Yeah.
come dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
Right.
bringing others with them, and that's what's really cool.
Yeah, it's a great We've been talking about this over the break. All of these culture passes that we have at the library are just a great introduction to getting away from the intimidation factor that comes with an art museum, a botanical
Yes.
garden, a symphony performance. And Warren, you've done a great job in your tenure as the Central Ohio Symphony Director to make arts, and especially symphonic arts, really approachable and easy to access in Delaware. Let's talk about the 4th of July concert and how that's like the most accessible,
Yes.
symphony that we have in the city.
Well, it's free, first
Yes.
of all.
Yeah.
We think it's the largest free concert in Ohio
Amazing.
by
Wow.
a symphony. Of course, it's July 4th. It's always on July 4th.
Perfect.
We get
Yeah.
calls. When is the July 4th concert?
Still July 4th.
Right. So this year, it'll be in Phillips Glen on the Ohio Wesleyan main campus, just
Oh,
right
beautiful.
downtown Delaware. Lindsay Urich is our vocal soloist.
Okay.
She'll be singing the Star Spangled Banner. She's got 2 Gershwin tunes that she's going to sing, and then America the Beautiful.
Love that.
The host this year is Ohio Wesleyan's new president, Matt Vandenberg.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Welcome,
he's
Matt.
lovely.
Just a dynamic
Yes.
personality.
Yes.
He's brought so much already in just the months that you've been here. And if I kind of run off a list of sponsors quickly.
Yes,
please.
Okay,
Please
City
do.
of Delaware, the Ohio Arts Council, Ohio Wesleyan, of course, which allows us to use their grounds.
Yes.
And that's been something we've been doing now 38 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we have Willowbrook in Delaware, Mount Carmel, Lewis Center, and Zangmaster Cancer Center are all helping to sponsor the concert.
So 38 years of July 4th
Yeah.
concerts
That's right.
on Ohio
Well,
Wesleyan.
yes, missing the one in, a couple of years ago.
We'll forget about that.
But it's
Yeah.
still 38 years.
Right.
yeah.
What a way to make memories with your kids, too. I still remember listening to the Huntington Symphony over the Ohio River with my parents on 4th of July. That was absolutely amazing. Come make those memories. I'm 47. I've never forgotten them.
It's really worth it. You get there. About what time does the concert kick off?
Concert starts at 7:30.
So the concert
We'll be done
is-
about 9:30, 9:45.
Yeah.
And then you can walk over and see the fireworks.
The lawn really fills up. So,
Yeah.
you can get there early and you can lay down your blanket and kind of like mark your spot, or you can just get there, bring your chairs.
Bring a charcuterie board.
Exactly.
It seems perfect for a charcuterie board.
Yeah, but definitely have your chairs because then you can hop over to the other side of the hill and you have a great fireworks
Exactly.
location.
Exactly.
Okay, so then other thing I want to talk about that we're sad to mention, but we've been talking about your tenure with the symphony, and you're coming to the close of this chapter. You're onward to retirement. What's your last day? When do we send you off to the final farewell of retirement life?
Well, there is no final. My last official day is July 31st. I will be staying on to help bridge probably through the end of December. I keep playing with the symphony. I'm not retiring from that.
Oh,
part.
well, wonderful.
I know.
And then I have a whole lot of things to do. I'm actually taking on a new position with something known as New Music for America.
Oh, cool.
So that's a nationwide campaign to have a major piece of music written by a major composer performed by an orchestra in each of the 50 states. And then I also build percussion instruments, and I'm back-ordered right now, so I have lots to do.
You will have plenty
Yes.
to do. Yes,
And
absolutely.
practicing, too.
Absolutely. Right.
That's always important as a musician.
Do you have a timpani in your own home?
I actually have 11.
Oh no! I did not know
And
that.
how do they fit
Tightly.
tightly?
How does April feel about that?
Loves it.
I'm sure. Yeah.
We do not have a family room. We have a percussion room and a percussion basement. And one of my negotiations, I think, with the symphony as I leave is I still get to leave some of my stuff in the basement
Okay.
because the symphony uses them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay.
I think that's a perfect negotiation. Congratulations on getting that
thank you.
negotiation done.
And, of course, I need to go to the library a little more often.
Exactly.
you do.
Exactly.
Other than dropping April off to pick up more books.
right.
Yes.
To bring home
You'll
half
have
of the
to bring
library.
some of those back because other
Okay,
people
yeah.
will eventually need them.
I know.
We've got like just 1 minute left. Is there anything else coming up with the symphony that we haven't talked about that we must mention before we pass it off to the city?
Well, we have the new season coming up.
Yes.
It starts in October. So quickly you have concerts in October, November, December, March, and April. We've got some fantastic programs, including the Dolly Quartet coming and working with all 600 string students in the Delaware City Schools.
Amazing.
An amazing program. We have a theremin concerto that we've commissioned this year.
Theremin?
Yes.
Oh,
and
wow.
Carolyn's going to be back for that. The holiday concert was, so we're bringing Sarah Scarborough back, but we're also having steel drum band.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
And then lots of other things, and a national violinist. And we're ending the season next year with Gershwin's American in Paris.
Wonderful. I know. You're giving us a taste of
I
Gershwin
know.
on 4th of July, and then we'll finish it with a finale next
Exactly.
year.
So the brochure is being worked on right now. We'll get it out as soon as possible.
Amazing. Warren Hyer, thank you so much for joining us. Everything is happening at the library with the symphony. DelawareLibrary.org is where you can go to get all that information. We filled the half hour as we always do.
No problem.
No problem. So check things out online. Sign up for our newsletters where you won't miss anything happening at the library. Thank you, Warren, for being our guest.
You're welcome. I'm glad to come.
And congratulations on your
Yes.
pending retirement just from the
Pending
symphony.
change of life,
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Molly, for being the co-host. I'm happy to be back with you.
And thank you, Nicole, for coming back with us because I know Italy probably was awful hard to leave.
It was very hard to leave. Thank you, Mark. And until next week, we will see you in the stacks.